Boy, am I excited, y'all, because we are in the newest. I mean, this is like a world debut and a first showing of the newest Brinkley Model I lightweight travel trailer, making this probably the dang near, if not the absolute best lightweight travel trailer that I have seen, short of something that is like an extreme off road travel trailer. So, this thing is pretty exceptional. I want to know what you think. Let's take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at the Florida RV Super Show taking a look at this Brinkley Model I 275. This thing is pretty dang impressive. I don't know if there will be floor plan layouts and specs on their website yet, as this is literally their first showing of this camper here. But here is the floor plan on their display, and then as we go inside, there's going to be a graphic that'll have a lot of details on there that we'll take a look at. You can see it's right at about 31 feet. Now, they don't have any weight metrics on here yet, just because they're trying to kind of get this prototype to its final, market ready position, which they're real close to. But we'll go around the side here and we'll take a look at the weight sticker on the side. It's going to be right at about 8,000 pounds unloaded. So can see right here, unloaded vehicle weight rating is 7,998 pounds, fully loaded 9,600 pounds. That's a 1,542 pound cargo carrying capacity. A couple things to note on the outside real quick, and then we'll come back to the outside to finish up the video. Aluminum siding, not fiberglass siding, so pretty significant there. And then that is all automotive grade paint, so it is not going to fade and start looking like an eggshell white over time. It'll stay looking a true white like that for a lot longer, just like a modern car would. As we go up front, you have these LED light bars here that go all along the front as well. So that's pretty cool. This absolutely huge windshield, which you'll see how awesome that looks when we go inside. And then also a very large pass-through storage compartment because they're utilizing this drop frame construction. Because of that, we'll also see something really cool on the inside. And there is a 3,000 watt inverter, 200 watts of solar on the roof. They have ABS standard on here with a road armor suspension standard. That's going to be a much more premium suspension system. And that's pretty much it. We'll come back to the outside here in a little bit. So as we step inside, I just love this floor plan. I mean, rear kitchens are really, really tough to beat just with the practicality of what they offer. This one here giving you a pretty unique layout because we see two different ones. Like if you saw my video of the Alliance Delta that I purchased, my Alliance Delta is also a rear kitchen, but my entry door is more like on the kitchen side. And then I have another entry door in the bedroom. Now, the reason they do the second entry door on that Delta floor plan layout is so you can get to the bathroom through the bedroom with the slides closed. With this layout here, where this entry door is located, you can easily get to that bathroom without even having to worry about the slides at all. So that is kind of where this is kind of nice because you only have that one entry door and it doesn't require a second entry door to get to the bathroom. Slide out is right here. So this is the only slide on this camper, that one right there. And then as we turn around this way, I mean, it is just as well done as you can ask for in a travel trailer. Looks really nice. Obviously want to know your guys' thoughts on what you think down below in the comments. As I sit on the sofa here, you can see kind of the hangout space and what that's going to feel like and look like. Projector screen right here. And then let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. This here is liquefied. You guys have seen this before. You can find this on Amazon. This is a black tank treatment. I will have this for my RV as well. And then also real quick, want to let you know, I have another YouTube channel called Firmly Unbound. I would be doing myself a great disservice if I didn't tell you about it because I put a lot of work into it, building the brand and identity of what it means to live firmly unbound. So you can find that YouTube channel with the link down below in the comments and description as well. If you want to go check that out, living these principles of living firmly unbound have completely shaped me into a person that I honestly did not ever think that I could become, would become, deserve to be. And you can see more about what I'm talking about there on the Firmly Unbound YouTube channel. So go check that out. Okay. And as we go through this also, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you find your next RV at over 100 different dealership locations across the US. So you can use that there as a resource as well. So let's talk about this TV system because this is definitely different than most. It is a projector, and you can see here that this projector is currently broadcasting or displaying onto that screen. And with this, it should be noted, I mean, in the daytime like this, it is certainly not going to have that same kind of brightness like you would get with something like a, like a mini LED TV or even just an LED TV or anything like that. But oftentimes you got to think like, how many times are you sitting inside your camper watching TV when the sun's out shining? Also, if you shut all the shades on here, it would also look a bit brighter as well. But I'm curious to know your thoughts on what you guys think about the whole projector TV versus like a regular TV. The big advantage to this is now they don't have to work in any hardware or a physical TV here to allow you to put this shade up or this screen up and have a huge window on your campsite. That is pretty dang awesome. Even if they didn't have a TV in this camper at all, I would be pretty happy with that. So I'm just someone that doesn't really look to use my TV much when I'm camping. Now, maybe as I'm like approaching potentially maybe more full timing in an RV, which make sure you're subscribed to my channel because you'll be able to see all the ways that I'm using my RV that I just purchased and the stuff that I'm going to learn along the way as I use it. I would be fine with this, but maybe if I'm using it more, I might find more desire to use the TV. I've just never really watched TV while camping before. Then you have this switch right here. You saw me switch it right there. This is like an electric frosted glass. And when you put it in this frosted mode here, this is actually going to allow the image to be displayed outside of the camper through the window. Now, I can't really display it in the daytime like this too well, but it basically reverses the image and allows you to get a true image on the outside of the camper with having that displayed on your window essentially. So very, very cool idea. Just so curious your thoughts on what you guys think about that. Also, I will give you a second to pause the video here and read through this display sheet if you would like. This is going to have a lot of kind of your information on this camper. Want to point out too, at the very bottom right corner, it does have a dual pane window option for about $1,700. So that is something that you can option on this Brinkley Model I, which is pretty cool. I don't even know if there's many other campers in this size range that have an option for something like that. Now here with the dining area, this desk will push back in. Looks like, yeah, the release latch is right underneath here. So kind of getting like the hang of this. Man, I'm going to have to get underneath there. I haven't played with it too much. But okay, so I'm not going to push it back in because I think you guys kind of get the point. But you have a utensil drawer here that will pull out. So if I pull these chairs back, you can see that utensil drawer right there that you'll have. And for whatever reason, this drawer glide is just getting a little stuck. But those are the few things that they work out when this is like literally one of their first prototypes and they just have it here. Tried to get it here for the show. But by the time they actually hit lots, they'll have that stuff kind of perfected. You can see there's storage space down underneath here as well. So when you push this all out of the way, you have quick, easy access to the storage. These chairs will fold up so you can get those out of the way. And you can see all that additional storage space under there. Magnet latches to hold these doors shut. There's soft close hinges on there. This thing basically has every like luxury feature that you could ask for, which are all things that are very rare, if literally never occurring in travel trailers like this. Here's your chill cube AC. So this vent will open up and it kind of articulates back and forth to direct air through this travel trailer. And that's 18,000 BTU air conditioner. Keep in mind about 13,500 BTUs is standard on travel trailers. And then a lot of brands will upgrade to a 15,000 BTU AC. This here is an 18,000 BTU AC and it is not ducted. So it's direct cold air into your travel trailer without having to flow through ducting in a hot cavity up in the ceiling. Bigger vent fan here in the kitchen area, and then you have some pretty amazing storage space back through here. I mean, that is a great amount of storage. 2 pull-out drawers. And then something worth mentioning too, like a lot of people commented on my posts when I was asking them on TikTok and stuff to guess what RV I bought. Brinkley wasn't even mentioned in my list of RVs in consideration, and people were still commenting Brinkley Model I. Yes, I would love a camper like this. 2 things. One, I do not feel comfortable towing this with my Tundra. This is just a little too heavy for what I would want for my particular circumstances because I have to bring a big heavy generator with me. I potentially want to bring a motorcycle with me. It's just a lot of weight. And so it's just too heavy for me. And 2, I did not want to go over $40,000 on a travel trailer. And this here is right at like the $60,000 to $70,000 mark. So it's just was not in my budget. I did not want to force having to, pay more than what I wanted. Plus, I wanted to show you guys more of a camping experience and something that's like more reasonably affordable than something like this that's kind of like the upper tier of what's, what you can purchase in this industry. I didn't want to get like the best of the best right off the bat. I got to work my way up the ranks just like everybody else, right? So that was another thing too. Storage space through here, again, really nice design and look to the cabinets. They are all white here. Beautiful looking sink. I'm gonna have this detachable faucet. Oh gosh, get that back into place with one hand there. There we go. And then you have a kind of charcoal stainless steel with this like hex design pattern in there for your sink. Looks beautiful. You can see how big that space is. And then all kind of solid surface, either ceramic or granite style countertops. I'm not sure the exact material, but it's that solid surface material nonetheless. You have this beautiful looking 3-burner gas stove. This definitely looks better than what's in most travel trailer RVs or just any RVs in general. Has a really beautiful look. And then you have a Furrion microwave that does have the convection or air fryer combo on that. Storage space up through here, soft close on these as well. And then storage space all the way back to the corner in that space there. On your windows, you're going to have a pull down, get that out of the way, a pull down privacy shade from the top that does have a reflective material on there. I mean, instantly got darker in here just pulling that shade down. So it definitely will do its job. And then any windows that open will have a bug screen that comes down from the bottom. So it doesn't look like any of these windows open here. And then as we come around this way, these windows that open, as you can see here, will have a bug screen from the bottom. But I want to make sure I don't get ahead of myself because we haven't gone through everything in the kitchen space yet. Let's get underneath the sink. Wow, look at that. They keep this completely open. So many travel trailer brands will just have their plumbing and stuff just go straight down into the floor. They actually do everything off to the sides here so it doesn't, kind of get in your way. You can see you have individual shut-off valves for water lines as well back behind here. So that's nice. You don't have to kill all your water if you do experience a water leak in one particular area. Storage space here all the way back through to the corner will be a little hard to get to back there, but it is there nonetheless. And then storage space back through here. 3 drawers that open up. They're doing dovetail joints on the interior construction of these drawers. I don't know another travel trailer out there that this would, likely compete with that is doing that. You have a trash can, little cubby area there, and your paper towel holder, which does, we can get it like that, does come out and you can set on the countertop. Drop that back down in there. And then you have your Furrion refrigerator and freezer. Let's see. There it is. Press right there on the top to open that up. We are not level. So gosh, let's get this. There we go. Get that open. It's a pretty tall refrigerator space. Pretty big. And then it would be nice, like that door can potentially hit right here. It did kind of hit that. Luckily nothing got dinged or damaged or anything like that. But it would be nice to have like a protective thing there just so you don't constantly bang that into that space. That's something you can do on your own. Have a tray here. And then something to note, like with the quality of a Brinkley, you'll look through so many different aspects of this travel trailer. Like right here, they have this little rubber stopper. So when you open up this cabinet door, it doesn't bang into that. Like just so thoughtful. And then so many brands you'll see, especially in the lighter weight, cheaper campers. You have to understand one thing first. With lightweight campers, quality is directly correlated to weight. Like as soon as you start increasing quality, weight is also going to increase. That's why it's so hard to get a really high-end, premium, luxury, quality camper that also is lightweight. It's just almost impossible. So this is about as good as I've seen. There's some other brands out there too that do like a more off-road capable camper that will be really high quality, that will be in a similar price range as well. Think something like, I don't know, like you have an Ember right here across the way, like their Overland series. And then you have brands like Imperial Outdoors and stuff like that that just do crazy off-road builds that will be more expensive and even more quality than this. But I don't really put those in the same segment because those are more geared towards off-roading and being off-grid full time, and they're just 100% completely designed for that with like independent suspension systems and all those different things. So they're kind of in a class of their own. So this here more competes with like standard travel trailers. But the other thing I was mentioning too is like you see like even on your slide out fascias here, these single wood pieces, they don't have any like clunky blocks or anything here that you see with like cable driven slide mechanisms on these areas. And they don't have any staple holes or nail holes or anything like that anywhere. So they're giving you a really good design in that aspect. Same thing with your windows. You have wood framed windows. There's no staple holes. There's no nail holes. With it being white, you are going to get like these little smudges that will show up. So hopefully you're, a cleanly person, you've washed your hands often, or you have the willingness to clean a bit when you have a little bit more white in your trailer. But once it's yours and it's not an RV show too, like more times than not, you're not going to be touching stuff like that all too often, if ever. You have your two recliners here. They're both going to have this manual pull mechanism here, not like a pull with strings. It's more of a handle, so that shouldn't break or anything like that over time. It does recline out, will lay down flat, and just a great recliner seat. No carpet in the slide out. You can see that there. It is all the same flooring. If we lift up the slide out, oh, I love that too. So it is like an exposed wood underneath here. So the subflooring is just like, you can see it doesn't have like a wrap subfloor, but it does have this foil layer of insulation there to kind of keep the heat in, cold out, stuff like that when it is colder outside. Right here, recliners are directly across from your TV. Just awesome. And then just a great kind of hangout spot. Again, if you don't need these chairs here in the dining area, these chairs fold up, you can store them somewhere and you don't need to keep them in here. Going to the sofa, you do have a cloth sofa. You can see the mirror there. So you have a mirror on the back wall. And you can see it's almost like a knit looking material. Feels very comfortable though. You have the pillows, some storage space, and then this sofa will make into a bed. So it will actually be a tri-fold sofa. See all that extra storage. Lots of lights too. I mean, you can see like 3 lights across here when they could have easily just done 2 or 1. So really making the lighting nice. Looks like no lights underneath here though. And all of your controls right here for your sound, for your, there's 12-volt heat pads on your water tanks. Ooh, they have underbody lighting too. So it looks like there's lights underneath this travel trailer. That's really cool. It's actually handy because a lot of people store stuff under their RVs when they're at their campsite, and that allows you to be able to see it a lot more clearly. And then you also have these QR codes at different areas inside your travel trailer on a Brinkley, where the Brinkley staff literally walks you through how to use different stuff on your RV in case you ever need that. With this trifold sofa, it's a pretty, easy mechanism here. Basically, if you lift this up, you can see it's going to start pulling out like so. And it will make into a bed. Let me get these chairs out of the way. About as easy of a mechanism as you're ever going to see to get this in a bed position. Let's see here. Push down on this. And I say that. Now I'm like, what the heck? Ooh, what's this right here? Since we're here, let's take a look at this. What's this get to? You don't see this very often. Access to some water lines down in there. So that's nice, an easy access port. That's good to know. And it looks like between those water lines, that is like a brass fitting in there. So that's also not super common in travel trailers, although Brinkley has kind of inspired some other brands to consider doing that as well. Well, for whatever reason, I don't know what you have to do to make this go completely flat, but I think you kind of get the idea on what it's supposed to do. If I had someone here to walk me through it, I don't want to interrupt the Brinkley team as they try to, get through all their stuff on what they're trying to do. But I think you understand how this is, in some shape or form, going to lay completely flat, make into some sort of bed surface. This is a pretty like soft, plush kind of material, so it's definitely going to not have a firmness like a mattress will. But nonetheless, that's going to be a big enough sleeping surface for 1 to 2 people, without a doubt. As we go down the hallway, you have hooks right here. And then you have your window right there. Has that shade system on here. Then this window that opens will have the shade and the bug screen. Really, really love the bathroom. The bathroom is phenomenal. I mean, in a travel trailer, it doesn't really get much better than this. Yeah, the backlit mirror, a molded fiberglass one-piece shower. Most travel trailers that this would compete with are going to have, and when I say compete with, keep in mind, I'm talking about like size and weight. I'm not talking about price, because this is definitely going to be priced higher than other stuff that it will compete with. But everything else typically has like a plastic two-piece shower. This has a molded fiberglass one-piece shower. So all one molded piece of fiberglass. It has an LED light strip up there, and then it has that, indentation up here in the ceiling to give you more ceiling height. I'll stand up there in just a second to give you a perspective of the height. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet. You have your toilet paper holder. And camera going crazy on me. There we go. You have hooks right here, and you have a shelf right here as well. Big Max Air vent fan, AC ducted into this bathroom. And then you have storage here that is connected to the bedroom portion. Now, here's an interesting thing we can see back here. Some of these support pieces that we see back in the back portions of these cabinets are going to be a wrapped wood. So you can see back through here where over time they do have the possibility to like crack or tear or peel or something like that. It's going to be on a lot of the trim pieces that you find that though. The cabinet doors and drawers themselves look like these are all like a stained wood. I don't see any indication that these are wrapped. So it's just going to be those interior pieces. I just point that out because it's something to note that like if you do see it, peeling or cracking or anything like that, I want you to know that that is something that could potentially happen over time. I don't want that to surprise you. And then here in the countertop space, this is not going to be like that ceramic style countertop. This is more like a, wrapped style countertop that you have underneath here. So more traditional to what you see in travel trailers like this. Really nice stainless steel sink. You can see the size on that there. The mirror here is just absolutely huge, and it doesn't have any storage behind it, but it is backlit with a light right over your head there. Storage space down underneath here. See your water lines. And then you have 3 drawers that will pull out for additional storage. Little towel holder, your light switches, outlets, and then finally, let me step into the shower here. So, I'm about 6'3" with my shoes on. It does have a little bit of a step up into the shower. And I would say you could be about probably 6'5" before you'll start to feel like this shower is too small for you. This sits a little bit low, so I would have to definitely duck to get underneath this here. And then you also have the wand there as well. Now in the shower, you have a spot here for your soaps. You have another little shelf there, another shelf down in the corner, and you have a molded in seat. So overall, just a great bathroom. And ceiling height in here in general, like some of these areas are going to be the shortest spots in this travel trailer. You can see here with me on the camera, this is probably right about 6'3", maybe 6'4", so you wouldn't have to duck if you're any taller than that. And that's going to be like one of the shortest areas in this entire travel trailer right there. On the door mechanism too, it is a sliding door here that sits between the wall frame pieces, and it's the same style door mechanism we see in a lot of high-end Class A motorhomes. Going back into the bedroom, door height into the bedroom is a little bit taller, so you could probably be about 6'5" and fit through there. And then you have dimmer switches on your lights, so you can see how the lights will dim if you want. And absolutely amazing bedroom. It's a 66-inch by 80-inch custom king bed. Custom size. It's not like a true king, but it's pretty dang close. So it's a little bit wider than what you traditionally get in a lot of other travel trailers that just have a queen bed. You have hidden storage down underneath here. A lot of the outlets in the Brinkley models are a more premium outlet that have the USB and USB Type-C connection already built in to the outlet. Those cost a bit more money. That's why you don't see them too often. Absolutely incredible light fixtures here. Those are so nice looking. I love the design of those. And then you have your huge windshield up front. How incredible is that? That is such an awesome view that you're going to have out of that window. And then you do have the shade that will come down that will be an insulated shade when you need your privacy. So just love that huge windshield up front. That is such a statement there and such a cool aspect of this travel trailer and the experience you'll have out camping in it. This storage here passes all the way through, so you can see down through here how that looks. And then it does have a 7-inch thick mattress. It comes with this bedding on here that is pretty nice. See the 7-inch thick mattress right there. So pretty good mattress. You might not find yourself having to upgrade that. And then down through here, this is something that is just, you're never going to really truly be able to understand until you come see it in person, because I've watched videos of these Brinkley Model Is, granted the 265 model, not this 275. And I know, like, you see that you can step down into it, but until you come see this in person, you don't understand like how big this space is. I mean, if you're like a kid that's under like probably 8 or 9 years old, you literally could almost stand up straight in this. Maybe not that old. If you're like under 5, you could stand up straight in this with the bed fully down. So you literally step down into this space and you have like a little closet that you can stand in. You have some shelving down in here. Like, it's going to be hard to, again, I'll try to show you, but it's still going to be hard to understand. Like, you stand in here and it's pretty dang cool. So it's just such a different experience and thought process on how to approach, you know, travel trailer construction. Again, this is all because of utilizing that larger drop frame that extends further underneath the camper. And just such an interesting idea that they went with there. You have the clothing rod here so you can hang clothes there, and when you put it down, they're not gonna like, you know, they might touch the ground, but they're not gonna get like crinkled up. They crinkle up a little bit actually. So they will crinkle up a little bit under there, but they're not gonna like cause wrinkles in your clothes, I wouldn't think. And then you have hooks right here so you can hang some stuff. Spot for a TV here on the wall. Again, your 8,000 BTU AC here in the bedroom. This is just for the bedroom. And then, actually, you know what? I say that might not be true, because it's likely, yeah, it's going to be ducted here into the bathroom as well. So for the bedroom and the bathroom. And then you have your storage space through here. Tankless on-demand water heater. See your spot to hang clothes there. And you have your drawers here for some additional storage. And that might change, but these are not currently soft close drawers, but that likely will change. And they will have like a cabinet door that covers that up. These windows open, so they have the bug screen from one side and the privacy shade from another. And then that is pretty much it. You have your outlet over here. And yeah, that's about it. So let's head back outside. You have your door here as well. They do have a magnet catch to catch the door. So that's nice, so it won't slam into your sidewall. Huge window on your, oh my gosh, that is a massive window on your campsite. Definitely killing it with the window space. And that windshield up front is just, oh, it is just amazing. So nice. I'll come put all this back in a second. And then as we step back out this way, so let's go through the rest of the outside real quick. It is warranted for full-time RVing. Has a safety rail here. You have this solid step as you enter in. You're going to have the MoreRide CRE 3000 suspension system. Outlets out here. Down underneath it will be a fully enclosed underbelly, so you'll have all your water tanks and water lines above the enclosed underbelly. It looks really well finished off underneath there. You have power stabilizers. It's going down the spare tire under here. And then as we keep coming along this way, along the backside, tankless on-demand water heater, has a receiver hitch along the back that's going to be just an accessory hitch. It's not rated for towing. It's going to be rated for up to likely 200 or 300 pounds. Yeah, 300-pound capacity on that. Ladder to get up onto the roof. It has brake and reverse lights. So those little white lights are going to be your reverse lights. Prep to add a backup camera. Has a through slide rack and pinion style slide mechanism. Also, Brinkley does not have any screws sticking out on the back side of their slide outs, as they do these rivets here instead. So really nice on that. And then let's go ahead and get up onto the roof real quick and show you up here. So up on the roof, we have your ACs here. They call this like a low maintenance roof. So these seals here supposedly are using a, you know, material that does not crack and start to peel and things like that with UV exposure. So supposedly you're supposed to not have to ever like replace those seals. Now, personally, I would never trust that. I would get up here and check your seals as often as you possibly can. The only way you ever get a leak in your roof is if there is somewhere for water to penetrate in the roof. And as an RV owner, it is your job and your responsibility to get up here and check it. So I would still not depend on that. I would do your due diligence and make sure you're getting up here. Has a 200-watt solar panel here, and then you can option it if you ordered it custom with 600 watts of solar. And that's pretty much it. Very curious your thoughts as we hop back down. not really like a good aspect to kind of give you a good look at the outside with how this is positioned here. But if you are interested in this RV or just looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description that will help you find over 100 different dealership locations. A good number of them sell Brinkley, some of them don't, but you can go through there and find a store close to you, and hopefully they have something there that you're looking for. But we have over 100 different stores in 33 different states to help you out, and that's all I got for y'all. So want to know your thoughts? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And it's a pretty killer travel trailer if you ask me. This is one I would definitely be happy to own. So that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, live firmly unbound.